How do you go from this guy just standing there to, oh, that's so gay?
Welcome to this favorite K-pop show, DK News. David,
Lots of
hot ass tea.
First off, Jungkook's ad is taken down for making people gay.
What?
Gay.
Second, we have MNET street woman fighter under fire for disrespecting Islam.
And last but not least, Dispatch reveals what was really happening in the Mina Jimin bullying scandal.
Oh no, yes.
And
That's
on
the hottest
to
news right now.
The first news. Pakistan is going gay for Jungkook.
What?
Some dumb piece of news and maybe sad piece of news emerged last week. A billboard celebrating BTS Jungkook's birthday was taken down in Pakistan for the absurdist reasons. On September 1st, the fan had commissioned the birthday billboard of Jungkook in the city of Gujranwala. Okay, I'm totally butchering that. The billboard was posted through a proper process and it featured a picture of Jungkook with the words "Happy Birthday." However, a local politician named Furqan Aziz Butt removed the billboard shortly after it was posted, claiming that he had received a lot of complaints from the people. He said that BTS is a bad influence to young people as they encourage them to do the wrong things and promote homosexuality. He also added that there is only one army in Pakistan, and that's the Pakistani army. Pakistani armies were not deterred by this. After hearing the news, they went on Twitter to trend #Pakistani loves BTS. And with that hashtag, they drove communal efforts in donating charity for women and children and others in need.
About the homosexuality thing though, Pakistan is Islam. I did research on this topic as well, and I've interviewed some Muslim fans as well. Because of their religion, they cannot promote homosexuality. As outrageous it might sound for some people in the West with different values, at the same time, according to their religion, homosexuality is strictly banned. I understand if there was very big backlash due to their religious kind of stuff, but at the end, if there was a picture of like two men kissing or whatever, and if that goes against their religion and they thought that was promoting homosexuality and take it out, I could follow the logical process. But if it's just Jungkook there and they're assuming he's gay or he's promoting homosexuality, I think that's a flawed logic. I think a lot of Pakistani armies would agree with me.
I think the absurdist part is that he's just standing there.
Yeah.
In no way does that promote homosexuality. How do you go from this guy just standing there to, oh, that's so gay?
According to a lot of my interviewees that was in my studies, they always said that they had struggles being a fan of K-pop in their own local countries because there would always be these stereotypes and discrimination against K-pop fans themselves just for liking these people because of the fact that they look gay, they wear makeup, they have earrings.
I shouldn't go to Pakistan.
Pakistani or Indian masculinity is very promoted. There's this one typical form of
being a
man and a beauty a man should have. They said like in bigger cities, the problem is getting fixed little by little, but still the prevalent sentiment over there is that K-pop male boy bands they're all like gay, and there's a very big homophobic narrative around there, but still like they don't even recognize it's homophobic. It's just like embedded within their culture so deep. The complaints and the act ripping down the poster itself would have been real. It's not like an attack from antis or anything, because like hearing those kind of responses, those kind of sentiments do exist there.
So people were actually pissed and they took it down.
Right. So it's kind of sad. I really can't imagine being a K-pop fan or like an army.
Or being gay there.
Yeah.
Being actually gay there would be a freaking nightmare.
Right. Hopefully minds open up a little bit more. I mean, I respect all cultures and all different streams of thinking, but hopefully it becomes easier for people with diverse or different thoughts to live their lives.
You know what would have been a really big punch or an FU?
What?
Would have been if they donated to charities for maybe LGBTQ people.
I think that would cause like too much uproar, and it would maybe like
escalate the situation,
come back at them worse. But I think they did a good job at showing your positive influence towards donating to women and children. That's the best message you can put out there, and you'll gain more allies in that kind of way.
On to the next news. By the way, on Naked Soul, we just launched a new poster today, Mosan Airfield, made famous by Hwayeon 영화 Epilogue. So go check that out. And on to the next news.
So MNET street woman fighter under fire for disrespecting Islam. The recent hot program Street Woman Fighter has got caught in a controversy due to its opening BGM disrespecting Islam. And netizens found out that the opening music was a remix version of Adhan or Azan. Azan is an Islamic call to prayer, and it functions as a sort of alarm to notify people for the time to pray within the day. So
I know what that is.
Yeah, there's like 5 times you pray in the day. For each prayer time, a person called a muaddin recites the Azan from a minaret or a mosque with a posture of covering up his ears. That's how the people know it's time to pray. Let's take a listen to the controversial music and then compare the song.
Okay, so this is the
Original
Islam.
Azan.
Azan. Very holy.
So it's like chopped into bits, like can you hear that? As you might guess, this type of song is sacred to Islam, and MNET using a remix version of it in its program, especially in a scene to show something intense or powerful, is wrong according to a lot of people, and simply it's using another religion's sacred call as an aesthetic for the show. And as this controversy rose, many Islam netizens trended the criticism on Twitter with posts saying,
"Please respect us as Muslims, apologize MNET. My religion comes first, MNET should not mix entertainment and religion. It's disrespectful and rude. MNET, you have to change the music background and apologize. MNET sucks, I can accept whatever you do, whoever you insult, but not my religion."
Now, as most of the blame was heading towards MNET, some people found out that the song MNET used was originally from a British band called Losers in 2010. Yeah, there's a lot of
name.
jokes about that. In their album Beautiful Losers, a song called Azan was listed. The song name is Azan itself.
I see.
It was listed, and this was the song used in Street Woman Fighter as a remix version. And as a result, the comments on the music video are being filled with criticism at the moment. And also, some are now saying that MNET producers or the editing staff are not at that much fault, since all they did was use a song that actually exists out there in a remix version. And then without having the knowledge of Azan, just using the song in their program, like people are like, how could have they knew?
Judging from how the original song, which MNET remixed, was titled Azan, that original song itself took heavy inspiration from the Islam song Azan.
Yeah, the melody is exactly the same.
I do know that like probably there's 0 Muslims in MNET. It's not a popular religion here. I'm sure like there weren't too many people that were actually aware of the cultural sensitivity. I might even go as far as to say they probably didn't even know that this was like an actual religious song.
Yeah.
I think they would be thinking like, oh, this is just a cool song, let's use it. That doesn't justify their actions, but it just does give them an excuse over like they were completely unknown. And now they know, so hopefully they don't make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
As a completely unreligious person, I really don't understand.
This reminds me of the Jim Jones incident with Suga. There was a lot of talk behind that, whether he knew, whether there was intention or not. If he knew, it's fucked up. If he didn't know, like it's just his fault. You can just take that part out and it'll be okay. Just apologize. I think it's a similar situation right now.
I think that's a little bit different because with the speech itself, like there is like clear decipherable words that someone is speaking.
What MNET should do right now is they should recognize the problem, acknowledge it, and apologize for being disrespectful, and put that part out, like edit it out from the VOD version, and that would be, I think, a nice enough gesture to calm down the
just
fans.
replace the song or something. On to the next news. Dispatch reveals Kakao chat messages, and it seems like the Mina Jimin controversy is a little bit different from what Mina's been explaining. It seems like we cannot go a few weeks without some Mina news. I'm kind of tired. But this one is really big, and it might be the last one we report.
I think this is the biggest ever.
On September 8th, Dispatch revealed Kakao chat messages between Mina and Jimin, as well as other AOA members that showed a slightly different picture than what Mina had been claiming thus far. I'll just read the Kakao chat messages. On April 4th, 2020, Mina had a seemingly very friendly conversation with Jimin. She was thanking her and asking her to hug her. Mina texted,
"Don't get hurt anymore, stay healthy. Thank you, Annie, for giving me a hug." To which Jimin replied, "I love you, Mina." And Mina says, "I'm sorry, and thank you, Annie. Hug me tight next time as well."
It's a wholesome friendship. However, this all changed 3 months later on July 3rd, 2020, when Mina went public about her bullying allegations on Jimin. So like 3 months prior, she was like saying, "Oh, let's hug, I love you" to each other. 3 months later, apparently she was going out and saying that Jimin bullied her for 10 years. Dispatch revealed the AOA group chat transcripts from the day that Mina announced publicly about the bullying allegations.
Mina says to the members, "She was especially mean to me." And Chanmi says, "We can't really side with anyone." But to which Choa says, "Members are not in an easy position to say anything, and Jimin, you leaving the group won't solve anything. If she's upset about something, just listen to her. You're older than her." And Jimin says, "I'll listen." Choa. And to be honest, how many times have we met before a fight like this? And how many more will we meet in the future? Just listen to her like now and say, "Oh, that's how you felt. I was immature back then. I'm sorry."
Choa is the Solomon.
Yeah.
here.
Choa says, "From my perspective, we had a really busy schedule back then. You could have lashed out to her, and Mina could have taken things more personally because she was also stressed." And Jimin says, "Sorry, I'm so sorry." And Haejung actually asked Mina, "Do you have anything to apologize to?" And Mina says, "I'll say sorry to the members, but I don't have to apologize to Jimin Anni." And Haejung says, "You shouldn't do that." Jimin says, "I'm so sorry to you all. I just wanted our team to do well. I just did things for you to be more successful, for us to be more successful. So I think I didn't even realize I was really wrong. Now that I listened to you, you guys were so stressed, and I'm apologizing for that."
Basically, the gist of it is that Jimin did not remember what Mina claimed she had done. Mina was not pleased about that. Jimin said, "I don't remember punching you." After the public outing of Jimin's alleged bullying, she left the entertainment industry completely, and that was last year. However, this did not stop Mina's anger towards Jimin as she continued to text her despite receiving no responses. So she stated things such as,
"You're not a human, you're a murderer. I found a knife in my house. Come here. I'm gonna get revenge to you as long as you live. I won't forget what you did to me. Where are you? Where are your guts? Come here, you whore."
Now, Dispatch also reveals some chats between Mina and her manager, as well as group chats of managers where they showed Mina's attitude towards the staff members were not the greatest. The chats of her, making manager make appointments, skincare appointments for her mom, which I don't think that's the manager's job. Dispatch did not reveal how they acquired the chats, so we don't really know the authenticity of this. Meanwhile, Mina returned from her Instagram hiatus following this report. I don't even know if that's a hiatus. Saying she has witnesses and receipts to back her account up, including staff members of FNC that were recording when AOA came to their house. She also followed up with another post stating that the transcripts were severely edited. Mina stated that she wanted a sincere apology from Jimin, but there were none, and Mina became more violent because she wanted a payback on Jimin. That's explaining her actions. Then with that, she left the Instagram completely. There are other stories of Mina the past week, like conflicting details about her previous relationship with her ex-boyfriend. Remember that? Which is turning out to be just dirty laundry out in the public situation. And her coming on a fortune-telling YouTube channel, very random, to talk about her trauma and Jimin. And that was actually kind of sad to watch. She's really breaking down. Hopefully she gets some peace in her life soon.
Here, I will say that my official stance, who cares, but my official stance is that I will be totally neutral on this. I don't know anymore on which side to listen to. Even if this turned out, I'm very suspicious about everything on the context. First of all, Mina has been on a rampage, exposing Jimin on the fortune telling channel. Right now, Dispatch conveniently comes out with a according to Mina, edited several chats among that whole back catalog of how many years. Hey, this shows another angle for sure, but it's only a fraction as well. It's only one frame as well. There might be a possibility that one side decided, oh, this is too much. We need to get payback, or we need to make some kind of defense and then collaborate with Dispatch or something like that. I don't know what's going on, but there are a lot of thoughts in my head, so I'm going to be totally neutral. That's my stand.
Here's the thing. Mina has become extremely unlikable for the general public the past year or so. In the beginning, everybody was rooting for her. It's kind of sad to see her descent, but at the same time, it does make me wonder what made her like this. Probably not something that's out of thin air. So we can't really decide like just from this, few screenshots of a Kakao chat. Like, oh, Mina's the bad one or Jimin's the bad one. It's really hard to decide. I agree with David. Actually, we can't take a side.
Not to be on a high horse, but if only people were more like us in looking at these
be
stuff.
like us.
Because I just see the Korean articles and the comments right now. Things just turned a 180.
Yeah,
like the public opinion has just
we're all
reversed.
sheep. It's like, oh, Mina's posting. Okay, I don't like her.
I think for this it has become too much of a mess, so we can't really assess the situation properly. So I'm just gonna stay neutral. You guys have your own opinions. You guys have your own thoughts. Hopefully karma works and the right person gets
How do you know
vindicated.
it worked?
I don't know. The world doesn't work. Sometimes karma doesn't work. So
there you go. That's DK News for today. Thank you for joining us. Go to patreon.com/DKDKTV for the after show. The time has here below. You get to chat with us live and argue with us. And also, we have watch parties now. We just finished watching DP, all 6 episodes.
so good.
You can watch with us and
We share our military stories in between and our reactions as Korean people who have served in the
we
military.
were so frustrated
whether
from
it's accurate or not.
episode 2 to 4, but then
5
man,
to
that
6.
Ed,
Okay, yeah, you gotta watch it with us.
Yes.
And also, we're going to add on to our watch party list Street Woman Fighter, which was mentioned today. Actually, it's a really, really hot topic in Korea right now. I've been on a trip with a couple of people, and every single one of them was watching it in the hotels. I was the only one not watching it because I saved it for you guys and Danny, watching it together for the watch party.
So Street Woman Fighter watch party coming this weekend on Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV. And these are recorded videos, so you can always watch them whenever they're not live.
And also on top of that, La Lisa is dropping today. It's probably out by now. If you want to see our reactions to it, patreon.com/DKDKTV. And also a lot of people saying, why are you not reacting to 3J's performance, special performance by BTS? That's also on Patreon, only for $5. Watch party $10. So check it out.